चल अयोध्या के लिए सज साज तू, मां मुझे कृत्य कर दे आज तू. These immortal lines of Maithili Sharan Gupt actually describe how beautiful Sri Ram Nagari Ayodhya looks today. Hello and welcome to an India Today special broadcast that comes to you from the Ram Ki Pedi in Ayodhya. I'm Gaurav Sawant. Over the course of the next 1 hour, we get you details of how Ayodhya is gearing up for the pran pratista of Sri Ram Lalla's Vigraha, or the Divya Bhavya idol at the Ram temple on the 22nd of January. And on India Today, we get you the first glimpse of Ram Lalla's Vigraha, or the Divya Bhavya idol of Ram Lalla that's now been installed in the temple. The pran pratista, of course, takes place on the 22nd of January. Now, this is a Krishna Shila idol made of black granite, carved by very well-respected sculptor Arun Yogiraj. But the idol that weighs between 150 to 200 kgs isn't just an idol of Lord Ram. It has all the 10 avatars of Lord Vishnu. So Lord Ram, Lord Krishna, Narasimha, the other avatars are all depicted in this idol as are holy symbols of the Sanatan Dharma, including the swastik. Hanumanji and Garud, all in this idol, which is about 51 inches tall, 150 to 200 kgs in weight, and is based on a pedestal which again is about 20 inches. So devotees from a distance of 25 feet away can very clearly do the darshan of Lord Ram from his lalat, from his forehead to his toes, about 51 inches tall. Let me get you more details of how the idol was placed in the Garbhagriha, how the Charan Padukas of Lord Ram have also been placed there at the Ram temple. And across Ayodhya, all you hear are these chants of Jai Shri Ram, Raja Ram. With chants of Siyavar Ramchandra ki Jai, the sculptor Arun Yogiraj from Karnataka began the task of carving out a Divya Bhavya Vigraha of Ram Lalla at the Sri Ram Janmabhoomi Karyashala. And this was no easy task. He was injured in the eye when he was carving this statue of Lord Ram, when he was sculpting this idol of Lord Ram. But that did not deter him. And a Vigraha, which is now installed at the Ram Janmabhoomi temple, and the pran pratista will take place on the 22nd of January. So let me now get you the story of sculptor Arun Yogiraj sculpting a piece of history, Bharat's civilizational history.
Behold the divine form, crafted by the skilled hands of Mysuru-based sculptor Arun Yogiraj. The yellow cloth, a silent guardian. The drapery on Ram Lalla holds within it the promises of eternity, set to be unveiled on Monday after the consecration. The sacred secret, the first image of a veiled Ram Lalla, unfolded in the quietude of Friday morning. The idol embodies the innocence of a child, the pride of a king, the divinity of Vishnu. When the morning sun extends his tender fingers, its rays fall upon Ram Lalla's forehead in a celestial glow. Here is how the idol looks without the blindfold. This image was taken much before the idol was installed in the Garbhagriha.
सबसे पहले तो मैं वो वीर लोगों को ही नमन कर रहा हूँ जो मेरे 90 कार सेवा मेरे साथ में जो थे, जो ऊपर चले गए, वो छोटे बच्चे नन्हे बच्चे बन के यहाँ कार सेवा करने आए होंगे। मैं वही उन्हीं से और प्रार्थना कर रहा हूँ। दूसरी बात, कार सेवा करने का मौका यानी अभी जो आया हूँ, मैं जो पहले जो वीरान नगरी जो देख रहा था, आज मैं सही में स्वर्ग नगरी देख रहा हूँ।
Swaran Paduka to adorn the feet of Ram Lalla, their artistry transcending time. The very ground beneath, hallowed by the holy steps. The temple, embellished by ornate carvings. It stands as a testament to craftsmanship. The golden doors invite believers into a realm where faith intertwines with ancient art. The marble flooring reveals like a canvas. And on the stage of VIPs, where the mortal and divine converge, the anticipation builds for Monday's moment that will etch itself in the annals of history. Bureau Report, India Today.
As you hear these chants of Shri Ram, Jai Ram, Jai Jai Ram, let me also tell you, right behind me is a chariot that has come from Karnataka. There are artists, pilgrims and devotees who've come from Tamil Nadu and from Andhra Pradesh, from Maharashtra, from Chhattisgarh, from Uttar Pradesh, Maharashtra, Madhya Pradesh, Rajasthan, virtually from across the length and breadth of our country. There are also those who've come from Punjab and say that it was the Nihangs who carry out the struggle for the Sri Ram Janmabhoomi temple way back in 1858. And all of them together bring the sea of humanity in Ayodhya as this civilizational city gears up for the pran pratista.
Ram Lalla is here. Devotees across the nation are eagerly awaiting January 22nd, the day the pran pratista takes place. And Ayodhya is ready to give the deity a grand homecoming.
The timeline, the countdown for the pran pratista of the Ram Lalla idol at the Ram temple brings you these images. This is the provincial armed constabulary of the Uttar Pradesh police. The provincial armed constabulary of the Uttar Pradesh police playing Ramdhun and Ram Bhajan here at Ayodhya.
Jai Ram, Jai Jai Ram. आज सनातन धर्म का विजय हो रहा है पूरे विश्व में. सनातन का पताका फहरा रहा है विश्व में आज 500 वर्षों के बाद.
The temple town is all decked up to welcome guests coming from across the country to witness history.
चुन चुन के फुलवा ले आई हो अपने राम लला खातिर. पौवा में कटवा कहीं न चुभ जाए, पौवा में कटवा कहीं न चुभ जाए. चुन चुन के फुलवा ले आई हो अपने राम लला खातिर.
Every corner of the town has got a divine makeover with Lord Ram's murals.
कार सेवा करने का मौका यानी अभी जो आया हूँ, मैं जो पहले जो वीरान नगरी जो देख रहा था, आज मैं सही में स्वर्ग नगरी देख रहा हूँ. स्वर्ग है जो दुनिया जो स्वर्ग हमारा पतित हो गया था, आज स्वर्ग जिंदा हो गया है.
Uttar Pradesh Chief Minister Yogi Adityanath unveiled a 30-seater solar-powered boat on the Saryu on Friday. A 2-hour ride on the boat will take you through the scenic architecture around the river Saryu.
Solar boat services are all set to start in the temple town. Ayodhya, at one hand, the nation is waiting for the consecration ceremony of Ram Lalla, and on one other hand, the tourism of Ayodhya is reaching heights day by day.
This whole project has come up with our group, which we are calling the Electric Mobility on Waterways group, and we are associated to trying to build the electric mobility on the waterways across the country. This is a 30-seater boat with 2-member crew, so about 32 people at any given point in time.
What we're using, to give you a little technical details of the boat, is twin 12-kilowatt motors powered by 46 kilowatt hours of LFP battery capacity. And we have 3.3 kilowatt of solar on the roof, which is constantly charging the batteries during the day. So we have the additional charge to give us more range of operation.
Various cultural activities are taking place in the town. Rangolis adorn the roads leading to the temple. Ram Naam is resonating on the lips of each and every Ram Bhakt. And after January 22nd, these devotees will finally be able to get darshan of Ram Lalla in his Bhavya Mahal. Bureau Report, India Today.
And the Sri Ram Dhun is on everybody's lips, not just the elderly, but even the children. And this is where India's youth, India's Gen Next is reconnecting with our roots, with our civilizational roots. My colleague Shweta Singh caught up with a group of young children, or young Sri Ram devotees, as they sang bhajans praising Maryada Purushottam Sri Ram. We get you more in this report.
चुन चुन के फूल वाले आई हो अपने राम लला खाते चुन चुन के फूल वाले आई हो अपने राम लला खाते पौवा में कटवा कहीं न चुभ जाए पौवा में कटवा कहीं न चुभ जाए चुन चुन के फूल वाले आई हो अपने राम लला खाते बगिया मजाई के फलवाले आए बगिया मजाई के फलवाले आए आइए तो उनका खियाइब हो अपने राम लला खातिर चुन चुन के फूल वाले आई हो अपने राम लला खातिर राम लला खातिर राम लला खातिर.
The belief here in Ayodhya is that Hindus struggled for over 500 years for the Divya Bhavya Ram temple at the Sri Ram Janmabhoomi. So when the Supreme Court finally gave its nod in 2019, not a moment was wasted to build this temple, from the Bhumi Pujan in 2020 to the completion of the Garbh and the Pran Pratishta in 2024. The Divya Bhavya Ram temple, we are told, will be ready by end 2024 and the entire Sri Ram Janmabhoomi Tirth Kshetra by 2025. A 500-year journey is finally coming to an end with the Divya Bhavya Ram temple at the Janmabhoomi at Ayodhya. We get you more on the efforts that were put in for the Ram temple.
5th August 2020, Ayodhya was waiting for the Prime Minister. He started off from the national capital of Delhi in his special plane to Uttar Pradesh's capital city, clad in chic traditional dhoti and kurta. Once in Lucknow, the Prime Minister took a chopper to Ram Nagari, Ayodhya, along with the Uttar Pradesh Chief Minister Yogi Adityanath. In Ram's very own city, Narendra Modi's first stop was the ancient Hanumangadi temple. Sporting a saffron angavastra, he lit a diya and offered prayers. The Prime Minister of India then reached his destination, the Bhumi Puja site, for the grand Ram Mandir to rise, and went straight for Ram Lalla idol's darshan. Going on to prostrate himself on the floor with a Sashtang Pranam before the deity. It was time for the main Bhumi Puja rituals amidst chanting of holy mantras. The Prime Minister laid the foundation for the mandir with silver bricks. He invoked Bhagwan Ram.
सियावर रामचंद्र की जय सिया राम जय सिया राम
And paid tribute to those behind the struggle to find an abode for Ram Lalla, residing in a tent for decades.
बरसों से टाट और टेंट के नीचे रहे हमारे रामलला के लिए अब एक भव्य मंदिर का निर्माण होगा. टूटना और फिर उठ खड़ा होना सदियों से चल रहे इस व्यतिक्रम से राम जन्मभूमि आज मुक्त हुई है।
Asserting Ram Rajya Dharam, the Prime Minister stressed on the inclusiveness of Indian culture that bars discrimination.
हमें ध्यान रखना है, जब जब मानवता ने राम को माना है, विकास हुआ है। जब जब हम भटके हैं, विनाश के रास्ते खुले हैं। हमें सबके साथ से, सबके विश्वास से सबका विकास करना है। अपने परिश्रम, अपनी संकल्प शक्ति से एक आत्मविश्वासी और आत्मनिर्भर भारत का निर्माण करना है।
This was his first visit to the holy city after nearly 3 decades. In 1991, Narendra Modi, then a BJP worker, was in Ayodhya for the temple movement with L.K. Advani.
तब मैंने मुरली मनोहर जी से रहाने गया, मैंने पूछ लिया, सर ये बताइए जो आपके साथ ये हैं, इनका नाम क्या है और क्या पद है इनका? तो उन्होंने कहा इनका नाम नरेंद्र मोदी है, ये गुजरात के बीजेपी के नेता हैं। तो मैंने कहा कि बड़ी खुशी की बात है, लाइए मैं आप लोगों की तस्वीर खींचता हूं, जो कि आप रामलला दरबार में आए हैं। फिर मैंने तस्वीर खींची। उसके बाद मैंने देखा कि नरेंद्र मोदी जी, मुरली मनोहर जोशी जी, दोनों लोग एक ही साथ जो है निकले रामलला के दरबार में। और जब वहां पहुंचे तो मोदी जी कुछ देर ज्यादा रुक गए। तो जब 5 से 10 मिनट हो गया तो मुझे लगा कि आमतौर पे लोग दर्शन करने आते हैं तो वो दर्शन करके आगे चले जाते हैं, तो ये मोदी जी यहाँ रुक के कर क्या रहे हैं? तो मैं फिर पास में चला गया, तो मुझसे रहा नहीं गया। मैंने उनसे पूछा, सर आप रामलला से कोई वार्ता कर रहे हैं कि कोई आप संकल्प वगैरह ले रहे हैं? बहुत समय लग गया आपको यहाँ दर्शन करते। कहे नहीं, ये बात अभी नहीं बताऊंगा, बाद में बताऊंगा। फिर मैंने सोचा कि हो सकता है कोई ऐसी बात हो जो नहीं बताना चाह रहे हो। तो थोड़ी देर के बाद जब फिर से मेरे सामने आए तो मैंने फिर दोबारा उनसे पूछ लिया, सर ये बताइए मोदी जी कि आप अब दोबारा रामलला का दर्शन करने कब आएंगे? तब उन्होंने कहा कि मैं तभी आऊंगा जब राम मंदिर का निर्माण होगा।
In the intermediate decades, Narendra Modi rose in political power corridors as the Gujarat Chief Minister and then as the Prime Minister of India. But even after his ascension to 7 Lok Kalyan, Modi didn't come to Ayodhya. He waited for the final 2019 court verdict to announce his plans for Ayodhya. A deadly pandemic couldn't then stand in the way of the Prime Minister to fulfill his promise.
जिसकी तस्वीर आपने खींची वो देश के प्रधानमंत्री बन गए, आप जाइए जरूर मिलिए। तो मेरी इच्छा प्रकट हो गई और उसके बाद में देखने लगा कि उनपे विपक्ष और सारे लोग सवाल करने लगे कि प्रधानमंत्री बनने के बाद भी वो रामलला का दर्शन करने नहीं जा रहे हैं। तो मुझे लगा कि अब इनका जो संकल्प है उसका खुलासा मैं ही कर दूं। तो मैंने उस तस्वीरों को फिर वायरल किया और आपके भी चैनल पे भी दिखाया गया। तो मैंने उनके संकल्प खुलासा किया कि उन्होंने संकल्प ले रखा है कि जब राम मंदिर निर्माण होगा तभी आऊंगा। तो उस संकल्प को उन्होंने 5 अगस्त 2020 को राम मंदिर की जो है आधारशिला रखी और वो देश दुनिया ने देखा।
तो वायदा पूरा जो किया,
उन्होंने वायदा पूरा कर लिया। और मैं तो ये कहूंगा आपके चैनल से कि प्रधानमंत्री नरेंद्र मोदी जी मन की बात तो खूब करते हैं, पर अपने गुप्त मन की बात आज तक नहीं बताए कि उन्होंने जो संकल्प लिया था उसे अब पूरा करके दिखाया।
The mandir is rising and so is the city of Ayodhya. Saryu has been witness to it all.
That Sri Ram will no longer be either in a tent or a makeshift temple, but in his grand palace or grand temple is filling the hearts of millions of Ram Bhakts with joy, and they can't stop themselves. In thousands they're coming to Ayodhya for a darshan, and they know they will have to wait. But then they've waited 500 years, so another couple of days or weeks does not really matter. And if they don't get an aircraft or a train or even a bus, some are cycling to Ayodhya, some are walking to Ayodhya in this icy cold weather. They are being advised not to, but it's that astha, it's that faith. They can't stop themselves anymore. We bring you more in this report.
Ram Ram Jai Jai Shri Ram, Ram Ram Jai
Ram Bhakts are running towards the Ram Lalla. Many devotees from Gujarat, Maharashtra and Uttarakhand have walked or pedalled hundreds of miles to reach Ram Janmabhoomi. Dheeraj Joshi from Uttarakhand's Pilibhit covered a distance of 621 kilometers on his bicycle.
यात्रा मेरी 621 किलोमीटर की है जो मैं साइकिल से कर रहा हूँ और भगवान राम को समर्पित मेरी ये यात्रा है। इससे पहले मैंने नेपाल, काठमांडू, पशुपतिनाथ और जनकपुरी की यात्रा की थी। तो मैंने जनकपुरी में प्रण लिया था। प्राण प्रतिष्ठा जब होगी तो मैं अयोध्या अपनी साइकिल के साथ पिथौरागढ़ डिस्ट्रिक्ट के थल कस्बे से आऊँ।
National athlete Kartik Joshi reached Ayodhya after completing his 1008 kilometers run.
यहाँ आने के बाद ऐसा लग रहा है कि स्वर्ग की प्राप्ति हो गई है, क्योंकि हम कल से लगभग मतलब हम जब से दौड़ रहे हैं, हर दिन लोगों का प्यार, भगवान श्री राम के प्रति आस्था, भावनाएं जो है वो इतनी ज्यादा है कि पूरे रास्ते भर रोक रोक के हमें पूरे रास्ते भर रोक के हमें आशीर्वाद दे रहे हैं, स्वागत कर रहे हैं।
Another Ram Bhakt, Gujarat's Tejasvi Das, cycled 145 kilometers every day to reach Ram Nagri. His devotion for Lord Ram kept him going through these 10 months.
अभी लगभग मेरे 10 महीने हो गए हैं और 20 राज्य मेरे कंप्लीट हुए और 15,000 किलोमीटर की यात्रा मेरी कंप्लीट हुई। दिन भर में मैक्सिमम अभी तक का रिकॉर्ड है 145 किलोमीटर का अभी तक का, लेकिन उसको बढ़ा दूंगा। और उस तरह से मिनिमम में जाइए तो 55-60 हो जाता है, कम से कम 55-60 हो जाता है।
Elders are also not behind in this race. A group of senior citizens cycled 2,000 kilometers in 20 days to reach Ayodhya ahead of much-awaited Pran Pratishta ceremony. Just like these Ram Bhakts, millions of Ram Bhakts are waiting to visit their Ram Lalla. Bureau Report, India Today. Bhajan and Kirtan.
Vachabhataram Ramo Lakshmanam Shubhalakshanam.
Ramayan reverence. 11-day Anushtan and devotion to Lord Ram. Prime Minister prepares for Pran Pratishta. Ram Bhakt Modi.
Prime Minister Narendra Modi will be the Yajman at the Pran Pratishtha ceremony on the 22nd of January. And he is following a 11-day long Anushtan. Very strict rules before he becomes the Yajman on the 22nd. So no Ann, no Jal, and he isn't sleeping on his bed. From what we've been told, no grain, no water. Of course, Nariyal Pani, and he's sleeping on the floor. All the strict rules are being followed by the Prime Minister. He's being guided by the saints and seers from the Sri Ram Janmabhoomi Tirth Kshetra. Along with all of this, the Prime Minister is continuing with his tasks as the chief executive of the country, as the Prime Minister of the country. But let me now take you through the details that Ram Bhakt Narendra Modi, as Prime Minister of India, is following.
On an 11-day spiritual odyssey. Offering prayers at the Sri Kalaram temple along the Godavari in Nashik's Panchavati. Visiting two Ramayana-linked temples in Kerala. In Andhra Pradesh. Prime Minister Narendra Modi following the set customs and practices of an ancient Anushtan in preparation for the consecration on January 22nd.
22 जनवरी को वो ऐतिहासिक क्षण आने वाला है जब हमारे भगवान राम अपने भव्य मंदिर में विराजने जा रहे हैं। राम मंदिर में प्राण प्रतिष्ठा से पहले कुछ संतों के मार्गदर्शन में मैं अपने यम नियमों में व्यस्त हूं और उसका मैं बड़ी कठोरता से पालन भी करता हूं और आप सबके आशीर्वाद से इन 11 दिनों में मैं वो साधना कर पाऊं।
The Prime Minister has foregone the bed, sleeping on the floor on a blanket, only consuming coconut water, performing Gau Puja, feeding cows every day, and performing various forms of dance.
हमारे प्रधानमंत्री मोदी जी सचमुच 11 दिन तक लगातार किस प्रकार की साधना कर रहे हैं, मैं कभी कल्पना नहीं करता था कि राजनीतिक क्षेत्र में काम करने वाला व्यक्ति इतना बड़ा साधक भी हो सकता है। कंबल बिछाकर तख्त के ऊपर लेटना, उपवास करना, मंदिरों में जाकर अपना मस्तक देखना, भजन कीर्तन करना। मैं समझता हूं राजनीतिक क्षेत्र में काम करने वाले किसी भी व्यक्ति से किसी की अपेक्षा नहीं हो सकती थी।
व्रती के तौर पर 11 दिनों तक अनुष्ठान की जो विधि होती है, उस विधि के अनुसार वो पूजन पाठ करेंगे, हवन करेंगे, यजन करेंगे, अर्चन करेंगे, वंदन करेंगे। ये हमारी परंपरा है। हमारे हिंदू धर्म, सनातन धर्म की जो परंपरा, उस परंपरा का परिपालन करते हुए मोदी जी 11 दिनों के बाद यहाँ पर उपस्थित होंगे 22 जनवरी को।
The Prime Minister becomes an integral part of the divine choreography of faith, a fusion of spirituality and tradition, leading up to the historic moment on January 22nd in Ayodhya. Bureau Report, India Today.
There is a very interesting story doing the rounds here in Ayodhya. The Prime Minister, when he was a Karyakarta of the Bharatiya Janata Party, when he was a Swayam Sevak, he'd been here before. He was a part of the Rath Yatra. And he interacted with several people here in Ayodhya at that time, including a photographer who recalls a conversation he had with the Prime Minister. For him, now the journey's had a full circle. When he came here last time and was asked, when will you come here next? He made it very clear that he'll be here next when the Ram temple is made.
For Modi, 2024 is geared up to be a momentous year. Kicking off as it does with something he's had a lifelong connection to, Lord Ram. The journey of Narendra Modi has been marked by a close relationship with Hinduism, particularly in connection with Ram. It began with the pivotal Rath Yatra in the early 90s. A defining moment in Indian politics that gave India its first fleeting glimpse of Modi. Serving then as a low-profile General Secretary of the Gujarat BJP, Modi played a crucial behind-the-scenes role in organizing and executing parts of the Yatra led by then BJP President and the face of the Yatra, Lal Krishna Advani. The Yatra aimed to garner support for the construction of the Ram Mandir in Ayodhya, Uttar Pradesh. The Yatra was a powerful political tool predicated on a civilizational awakening, rallying masses and galvanizing sentiment around the Ram Janmabhoomi issue. It laid the groundwork for the BJP's rise in national politics and established Modi as a key strategist within the party. The symbolism of the Rath Yatra, with its focus on Lord Ram, set the stage for the subsequent evolution of Modi's political identity. Decades after the Rath Yatra, the long-standing Ayodhya dispute reached a historic resolution in 2019, just months into Modi's second term, allowing Modi to spotlight the victory under his prime ministership. The Supreme Court ruled in favor of the construction of a Ram Mandir at the disputed site, bringing closure to a contentious issue that had shaped Indian politics for years. On the 5th of August 2020, Modi laid the foundation stone for the Ram Mandir in Ayodhya. The ceremony marked the fulfillment of a promise that had been a cornerstone of the BJP's political agenda. Modi's presence at the event signaled a symbolic alignment of his leadership with the aspirations of millions of Hindus who had long awaited the construction of the Ram Mandir.
आज पूरी दुनिया उत्सुकता के साथ 22 जनवरी के ऐतिहासिक क्षण का इंतजार कर रही है। ऐसे में अयोध्या वासियों में ये उत्साह, ये उमंग बहुत स्वाभाविक है और मैं भी आपकी तरह उतना ही उत्सुक हूं।
While Modi's association with the Mandir project has solidified his image among a significant section of the electorate, it has also faced criticism from those who argue that the government should prioritize secular governance over religious symbolism. Perhaps in response, Modi has made it a point to present the Mandir as a unifying force that transcends religious boundaries to foster national integration.
साथियों, आने वाले समय में अयोध्या नगरी अवध क्षेत्र ही नहीं बल्कि पूरे यूपी के विकास को ये हमारी अयोध्या दिशा देने वाली है। अयोध्या में श्री राम का भव्य मंदिर बनने के बाद यहां आने वाले लोगों की संख्या में बहुत बड़ी वृद्धि होगी। इसे ध्यान में रखते हुए हमारी सरकार अयोध्या में हजारों करोड़ रुपयों के विकास कार्य करा रही है, अयोध्या को स्मार्ट बना रही है।
From Rath Yatra to Pran Pratishta, the journey reflects the evolution of Ram Bhakt Modi, his trajectory intertwined with the symbolism and sentiments of Ram. Bureau Report, India Today.
As part of his 11-day Anushtan, before he is the Yajman at the Sri Ram Janmabhoomi temple here in Ayodhya, the Prime Minister has visited several temples in different parts of the country. The Veerbhadra temple at Lepakshi, the Guruvayur temple. The Prime Minister also will visit the Sri Rangam temple in Trichy and the Sri Ramanatha Swami temple at Rameshwaram. Very, very important temples when it comes to the Sanatan civilization, when it comes to the Hindu Dharma, and the effort is to once again bind devotees across the length and breadth of our country to make the yatras, the religious pilgrimage circuit, more important and more widespread amongst pilgrims.
Ram Bhakt Modi retracing the journey of Lord Ram across India. Prime Minister Modi, while on his 11-day Anushtan, has visited several Ram temples, particularly in the south. On Tuesday, the Prime Minister visited the Veerbhadra temple in Lepakshi of Andhra Pradesh. Hugely significant, as it was here that legend has it, Jatayu fell after being attacked by Ravana. Prime Minister Modi was seen enjoying the Ranganatha Ramayan, the epic in Telugu, as a wonderful puppet show was also organized. The Prime Minister even chanted along, mesmerized clearly by the bhajans. Early Wednesday morning, the Prime Minister then made his way to the beautiful Guruvayur temple, a Krishna temple known for being a holy wedding venue. The rules at Guruvayur aren't relaxed for anyone. not even for the Prime Minister. And that is why even his SPG had to abide by the dress code of wearing a mundu. After an early morning darshan, Modi blessed couples who were at the temple to get married. He also met superstars like Mohan Lal and Mammootty while attending Suresh Gopi's daughter's wedding. And then the Prime Minister made his way to the historic Triprayar Ramaswamy temple in Thrissur, where he enjoyed some Ram bhajans.
ये सौभाग्य की बात है कि अयोध्या में राम मंदिर की प्राण प्रतिष्ठा से कुछ दिन पहले ही मुझे त्रिप्रायर के श्री रामस्वामी मंदिर के दर्शन करने का अवसर मिला.
Modi will next be visiting two iconic temples in Tamil Nadu, the Sri Rangam temple in Trichy and the Ramanatha Swami temple in Rameshwaram.
Kerala believes in the worship of 4 temples. Triprayar is for Rama, Irinyalakuda or Kudalmanikam is for Bharata, Tirumurikalam is for Lakshmana, and Payamal is for Shatrughna. Of the 4, the first is Triprayar, which is for Rama or Ramaswamy. So the Honorable Prime Minister visited that temple. And another temple which is associated with certain Puranic statements is the Rameshwaram temple, where there is Ramanatha Swami. Something very interesting about the temple is, the kings who did a lot of service to the temple were called Setupati Rajas. They were called Setupati because they were the rulers who protected the Setu that connected Bharatadesham and Lanka.
From Andhra to Kerala to Tamil Nadu, Prime Minister Modi's Dakshin Temple run has sent a clear message of the Ayodhya Ram Mandir Pran Pratishta having a connect with every part of India. Bureau Report, India Today.
Prime Minister Narendra Modi has ensured that people, as they reconnect with their roots, they also keep cleanliness as part of this initiative. So from Makar Sankranti till the time of the Pran Pratishtha, from the 14th till the 22nd, he's asked devotees at every temple, big or small, whether a dham or a mutt, to ensure cleanliness around all places of worship. And this is an effort that the Prime Minister has laid big emphasis on. Swachh Bharat Abhiyan has been one of his key result areas, hoping that this would become a mass campaign, that people will ensure cleanliness. And now, when a religious angle is brought to that cleanliness initiative, it is hoped that cleanliness will be part of our way of life.
देश के तीर्थ स्थानों की, मंदिरों की साफ सफाई करें, स्वच्छता का अभियान चलाएं. मंदिर परिसर में सफाई करने का सौभाग्य मिला है.
As the world waits for the holy Ram temple inauguration on 22nd Jan, Prime Minister Modi has launched Swachhta Abhiyan. Modi urged all citizens to clean up places of religious importance to mark the inauguration of Ram temple.
राम मंदिर में प्राण प्रतिष्ठा के पावन अवसर के निमित्त देश के सभी मंदिरों में, सभी तीर्थ क्षेत्रों में स्वच्छता अभियान चलाएं, अपना श्रमदान करें.
From BJP Chief JP Nadda to UP Chief Minister Yogi Adityanath to Uttarakhand Chief Minister Pushkar Singh Dhami to Union Minister Hardeep Singh Puri, top BJP leaders participated in Cleanliness Drive.
अलग अलग राज्यों के मुख्यमंत्री, तमाम मंत्री जो है वो इस अभियान को चलाएंगे, ताकि 22 जनवरी को जब प्राण प्रतिष्ठा का दिन होगा, उस दिन मंदिरों के अंदर पूजा अर्चना जो है वो की सके.
सब देश के जो हमारे 4,900 अर्बन लोकल बॉडीज है, शहर है, सब वो रैंक होते हैं स्वच्छता सर्वेक्षण में. और इसलिए तो अभी माननीय प्रधानमंत्री जी ने खुद गए, स्वयं गए, और हम लोग भी जा रहे हैं मंदिरों में. एक थोड़ी सी इमोशनल अंदर की जो फीलिंग है उसको एक्सप्रेशन देने के लिए।
हर मंदिर को स्वच्छता तीर्थ बनाने के लिए हम लोग कार्य कर रहे हैं। भगवान राम के प्राण प्रतिष्ठा के अवसर पे यहाँ भी दिवाली मनी।
पूरा देश स्वच्छता का भी उत्सव की तरह मना रहा है, स्वच्छता के काम को उत्सव की तरह ले रहा है। और 22 जनवरी को दीपावली, रंगोली और हर मंदिर की स्वच्छता और भव्यता, सजावट की तैयारी में लगा हुआ।
Ram Temple's inauguration is the biggest example of communal harmony. A group of Pasmanda Muslims took out a cleanliness drive, also distributed diyas at Dargah, Khwaja Baki Billah, Naqshbandi, near Sadar Thana, Delhi.
जिस तरीके से प्रधानमंत्री नरेंद्र मोदी जी ने कल अजमेर दरगाह पर 812वें उर्स पर सूफी समुदाय के साथ इस देश के मुस्लिम समुदाय की आस्था में अपनी व्यवस्था को दर्शाया है, ठीक उसी प्रकार से आज हम जो मर्यादा पुरुषोत्तम श्री राम जी में आस्था रखते हैं, उस आस्था में अपनी व्यवस्था निभाएंगे।
With just days left for Ayodhya's Ram Temple's inauguration, all communities have come together to welcome Ram Lalla. With Sushant Mehra from Delhi, Abhishek Mishra from Ayodhya. Bureau Report, India Today.
Well, that is all we have time for on this India Today special broadcast from Sri Ram Nagari in Ayodhya. But before I go, I want to leave you with a very melodious bhajan sung by a colleague of mine at India Today and the producer of India First, Sandhi. It's a quest for Ram Rajya. Nagari ho to Ayodhya si.
नगरी हो अयोध्या सी, रघुकुल सा घराना हो, शरण हो राघव के जहाँ मेरा ठिकाना हो, शरण हो राघव के जहाँ मेरा ठिकाना हो। लक्ष्मण सा भाई हो, कौशल्या माई हो, स्वामी तुम जैसा मेरा रघुराई हो, स्वामी तुम जैसा